go up. It's too much rain. You know, too much rain. You get muddy and gross. Yes. I can't go over. Sorry, bud. Excited to share with you guys the cut of 2 of my master batch soaps that I did. This is the Pink Hippie, and we are actually going to steam the tops of these. So the Pink Hippie is my goat milk soap that has patchouli and geranium and ylang ylang in it. It's beautiful essential oils. It's a custom blend that I came up with about a year ago, and now it's one of my best sellers. And this is called Calm. I'll talk more about this one because it's just a different color than I thought it was going to turn out to be. But that's what happens when you're soaping and you try something and yeah, it doesn't turn out to be the color you want. I'm excited though to get inside, and that's what we're going to do. But first we're going to steam, and then I just let them sit for a little bit, not long, because the tops are going to be a little damp. But I have this steamer here. This is the same kind of steamer. I actually use this in my posh closet because I do reselling of clothes and things. It's all part of my LLC, the Pink Hippie, all to support our farm here and fixing up our ranch. So basically, botanicals are gonna fall. They're just, it just happens. So I'm just gonna start at the top and work my way down. I soap, if you've watched any of my soaping videos, I soap at a really steep water discount. And that's all I'm doing. So what that means is that whatever liquid I'm using, woo, with the lye, I believe it's, I'll put it on the screen because have been so used to soaping with it for the past maybe 2 years now. And I really like it. The soaps cure faster because there's less water that has to, or milk, you know, your water, whatever base you're using with your lye, less of that to evaporate, and the soaps cure faster. All right, let's do the next one, Calm. I am really excited to get inside this one because I changed things up. And I did record the pour. I record making, and I was all over the place. It's just would not be a good video. I want to help those that want to make soap products to support their family, to support their homestead, and I don't think it would have been beneficial. I just started kind of going through the footage, and I'm like, yeah, let's just do the soap cutting. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I've learned this past year in 2023. That's my 3rd year of soaping. What I've learned, why I'm master batching some of my soap, and how I'm working that in with everything else that goes on the farm. So let's let this sit for a minute and then we'll cut it. Okay, a lot of these botanicals are going to fall off. That's why I do a pretty good amount on there, because I know when I start to unmold, many of them are going to fall off, and that is okay. They just serve as a decorative type of look, and I just keep spinning this around. That's loud. I did look on Amazon where I got these. They're currently unavailable. They're 17-pound molds. And I will show you once I get this out of the mold. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. That I can do both my wide and tall bars, just depending on where I set my slab cutter at. I typically can cut my soap within 16 to 18 hours because of the water discount. You just have to be careful. I mean, I don't use any artificial fragrances or anything, and that can tend to accelerate soap. I mean, there's essential oils out there that'll accelerate soap as well. I'm gonna actually put my gloves on. Let me do that. And y'all can look at how pretty that is. All right, I pulled my hair back as well, and we are going to, this is my slab cutter, and for my bars that are like this, now I couldn't do this top. This is my apple pie, that's seasonal. I do this in the fall. I couldn't do this top on this slab mold because it wouldn't, it would be probably too high to try to cut it. I've learned that the hard way. So this one, if you like measure it out, I think you can see that. See how it fits. This is where I'm trying to cut it. See how that goes in there? And then I have to adjust it. This is my charcoal bar that goes in these boxes. I just don't have it labeled yet. It's a face bar. And you see when I cut that one, it's a lot, there's a lot room left. So I have to move this down a couple of notches to get that cut. But that's really great because I can use the same mold and get 2 different size bars out of that. Now I will get a little bit of parchment paper just to lay in the bottom to help this slide. I decided soon, I would say a good 1.5 years in from making soap, that I needed to upgrade to bulk, like to master batching, so we call it. So this is the soap mold that I just unmolded. Fills 17 pounds. I can do 17 pounds of soap. And I will pour 17 pounds of soap when I'm doing the tall bars because I need it to go all the way to the top of the soap mold. And for my short bars, I'm doing 15. I'm pouring 15 pounds of soap batter, including the lye mixture. Everything is total 15 pounds. All right, so I'm hoping, maybe I'll tilt y'all down a little bit so you can see better. See if I can get that down. There we go. Looks a little better. And we're gonna see if I measured this properly. That's always the scary part. So I will have, okay, this is my extra side. So I'll have about 1 inch, I believe, or maybe a little more than 1 inch of extra, which I will cut into samples. So I'm gonna start on this end, which I know I have a full loaf. So this is a slab. We're gonna cut them into loaves prayerfully. Oh, okay, let's see if my lines match up. It looks right. Oh, it's making me nervous. Okay, so far so good. All right, so how are y'all with your new year? How are things going with you? What's new? Please let me know. I love this community to be more, get this off, to be more community, to talk and share. I love that. Okay, yes, there's one. There's one, but I got my paper attached to it and I ran out of hands. I'm gonna set it down there for now. And one thing I've realized, because I started a thrifting channel, it's the Thrifting Pink Hippie, so it is part of my LLC with soap making. It's like a boutique, and I can put all the things too in my farm store here, because I do have a little farm store. And I've realized making videos, you know, it does help. It has a little latch here so I can hold on to it. And I might need to tighten that up. I can see it now. Just doing those videos, it is a really big community, resellers, and those, especially like those that are like, you know, want to help stay-at-home moms that want to start making money, doing something, reselling. some type of side hustle. And so I'm really enjoying creating content on that channel. And I'm gonna see if I can do this without the paper, because I feel like the paper is really getting in my way. So there is the inside of the slab of the loaf. So my drop swirls in there are not as dark as my other ones that I've done before. And I think because it's a different rose clay. And that is okay. Doesn't have to be exact every time, as long as the recipe, in the sense of the ingredient list, is good. And boy, that string is like wonky. I need to tighten this. Oh yeah. It was like bowing really bad. Okay, so there's the third. We have 4 loaves that come out of this. And I want to say 10 bars, or maybe it's 12 bars. So what I do is I master batch 2 times a year. And that keeps me in the season. There's my little sample loaf I'll cut. That keeps me in rhythm with life on the farm here, because we run sessions for kids utilizing our horses, a therapy program using our horses, and raise goats. So there's just a rhythm that takes place every year. And if I can do January, I do seasonal soaping through the year, but that's like 5 pounds, at a time for specialty soaps. And then a big one in the fall release for Christmas. And that helps not run into, I'm doing all these different things at one time. So right now I'm not doing sessions, and I can soap, I can create my product, I can do all of that, get it ready and market it and ready to roll to receive orders for a long period of time, and then start back up and do it again. But it really helps, and I think that's a big, huge part in your side hustle. Whatever you're choosing to do is going with the rhythm of your family, and seasonal, how all that fits in, so you don't feel overwhelmed and just too much on your plate. All right, let's get the next slab of calm, and I'm going to figure out how I'm gonna set these. We'll see how many bars this makes, but I thought it was 48. I'm pretty sure it was 48. Let me move this temporarily until I get this slab. Maybe I'll fast forward this one. All right, now let me make sure my string, because it's a new string, I just strung this, so it could be a little loose. Well, we'll see. It still bows a lot, but so it's the E string, and I actually play guitar, and so get back here. That's scary. Have strings that I can restring. And a lot of times they'll have strings that come. Okay, so that's kind of pretty inside. It's gonna be a different design when I actually cut it into bars, but that gives you a view of, it looks calm to me. It's not purple like my typical calm bar, but it is still all the good essential oils, and which is lavender, and organic oils and butters, kaolin clay, purple clay, alkanet root powder that I infused in olive oil. I have my own apothecary shop on my shelf over there, which I absolutely love. There we go. 2 more to go with the sample bar. Sample Lovely. I absolutely love making soap. Actually, I love making things. It even, you know, just doing something with my hands. Last year I tried pouring the concrete in these molds. I absolutely love that. I got some done and sealed, and I'm actually pouring beeswax for candles in them. So I've just been letting them season. That's pretty. What do y'all think? It's not purple. So in this, I put alkanet root powder, which that does have a mind of its own when you add it to soap batter, and I put purple clay. Can't tell. Can't tell. All right, so I'm gonna move this and move my bar cutter, my loaf cutter, into bars over here. But first, let me clean this up. Okay, since we cut the pink hippie first, that's what we're going to do. Actually, I may want to get a picture for my Instagram. I think that's what we're gonna do. I may need to turn my other light on though. Do y'all do New Year's resolutions, or do you do a word for the year? How does that work with y'all? Do you have something for your whole family? All right, let me grab my phone. I'm gonna turn this light on and take a picture for Instagram, cover all the social media bases. I do love finding vintage items and sharing them and reselling them. I've done it all my life. I've thrifted all my life, and if you are, you know, frugal and like to, I mean, I've always done thrifting. I've raised 5 kids. I've got one more left at home. Raised 4 kids, have 1 more left at home, and I've always done it thrifting. Thrifting. All right, so I have botanicals. I'm gonna put them on the down. So that's I gotta turn around this way. So that's the last thing to be cut. And again, a lot of these will fall off, but that is okay. And we are gonna see how many bars we get. This one looks a little super fatted because it's a little bit softer than my typical. So I think I might have a little bit more oils than I thought in here. I wanna make sure I get enough bars. We're gonna go with that. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unless I scoot it down like that, I should get 12. Let's do it that way, because I have a sample bar. Oh gosh. Woo! All right, let's see. Let's see how it's very light. It's light inside, but that's pretty, minus my orange gloves. Love it. The pink hippie, and it smells wonderful. So one thing I've learned in the beginning when I first started is I really wanted to make everything, because my passion is natural skincare, helping women get rid of chemicals, and I just wanted to make everything, and I tried. I did bath bombs, bath salts. What else was I trying to do? I was trying to do all kinds of things. And this year I have let the bath bombs go. I am not doing bath bombs. I will teach people how to make an excellent bath bomb, because I know I had a great recipe. But for time, and I just wasn't in it. It wasn't, you're like, why am I making this if it's not something that I really truly enjoy making? So I nixed that, and really giving yourself permission to fine tune what you're trying to do. Like I always tell people, know your why and what you're doing. Here we go. Yeah, now I got the 12th bar. We can do that again. Know the why of why you're doing something, because that's the passion. That's the thing that's going to, when things get hard, that's the thing that's going to remind you to keep going. Is the why. Love this. This has calamine powder in it. Really gentle on the skin. And the essential oils are that of sanity. It's all the mental health oils that help, especially women. So I have a body butter. So I'm keeping my body butter. I fine-tuned my core line. That is so important when you're thinking about starting any type of business that has an inventory, that something that you're making or producing, you know, that you have an inventory. Finding your core line that matches with your brand, what you're trying to accomplish, the people who you are trying to reach. And I went down to my face bars and my baseline of soaps that were my best sellers. And then I have seasonal stuff. The apple pie, more things like our fall, and I'll have summer soaps like watermelon, things like that. But it's not my core line that I hold all year round. And that makes a huge difference. All right, I am going to fast forward these two cuts, and then, yeah, it's the same. We'll move on to Calm. Okay, these are going behind me to my curing rack. And I'm gonna wipe this down and start on Calm. Ooh. I think they're pretty tight. Sometimes I find one that's a little loose, a little wonky. Same thing with these. I'm going to cut with the botanicals down. I saw that the color wasn't like I wanted, so I not only added lavender flowers on, but I added some cornflowers because I was trying to do something. Pull in some color. Okay, here it is. Let's see what the inside looks like. I think it's gonna be more like a gray purple. Oh, it's not actually, oh, looks like a face. It's not as dark. At least this one isn't. So you can see that. I love putting the soaps together. Can you see? Looks like an elephant with big ears. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Do y'all see the face? Okay, I think I got something on my screen. So hopefully there's a little bit more marbling because I did a drop swirl in these. I was hoping for a little bit of marbling. But so I do have, like I said, my face bars, my face line. I kept that in because that was something people really wanted. That includes the face bar, a toner, and a serum. I do have lip butters, which basically I've been sticking with just peppermint right now and not adding any other scent. You know, I'd want to do essential oils because I don't want any leave-on fragrances. And I use natural fragrances on some things. But it has been definitely freeing to not have, it kind of looks like waves, not have so much and go, this is my core line, and then I'm gonna do something fun. I can still have the chance to be creative and do a soap like I'm doing for Valentine's Day, which I'll show y'all that one in another video. That's gonna be a pre-order. So I can have fun with it and do something that is creative, a little bit more creative, and put that out there, and somebody will, you know, get new customers that way. When you have a new item coming in, it gets their attention, then they look at your other stuff. This is pretty cool. It looks like waves. I think that's calming. Yeah, it's not my purple soap, but And to be honest with you, I like this one better because my other one was just a purple clay, like, pour. Nothing inside. So this is an upgrade in design-wise. That's for sure. So the other thing is product cohesiveness. So I have a Calm soap, and I also have a Calm body butter, and I have a Calm roll-on. That's the other product I have. That's just, I can make a ton of those essential oil roll-ons with jojoba oil and essential oils, and I just make a ton of them, and that is easy to store, list. They stay good for so long. Ooh, that's really marbled. That one's kind of more marbled. So yeah, I mean, that's the cohesiveness. So people like a scent, like I have the Pink Hippie soap, I have the Pink Hippie body butter, and I have the Pink Hippie roll-on as well. People buy that for like anxiety. It helps calm them. And I actually do have Calm essential oil, like I said, essential oil roll-on. I have Breathe. That's to roll over your nose to help with seasonal allergies and breathing and stuff like that. Those are the things that was worth my time doing. It was worth the like the why of doing it was definitely a good you know, product to have. And I'm hoping to do farmers markets one day, and that's a nice, those lip butters and those like roll-ons, those little simple quick things are nice for someone to grab. This is the one that looks like it wonked out on me a little bit. Like one side is wider than the other. I don't know. Maybe it's my eyes. Doesn't that look like it's slanting up? We will see. So, curing your soap. Now, like I said, I use a water discount. It is a pretty steep water discount. And mine are usually cured within 3 weeks. How do you know? Weigh your soap. So say I weigh this soap right now before I put it on. And wait a week, and then weigh your soap again. And just, you can still have your same one that you weighed the first time, just to get an accurate weight and what they're doing. You can weigh a couple and kind of get an estimate of what your weight is. So right now, this is 4.6 ounces. Typically my bars are 4.5 once they're cured. So the 1/10 of an ounce makes sense because I don't use a lot of water. So time will tell. And once it's not dropping any more weight, after you do it week 2, week 3, then you know your bar is cured and it is safe to sell. And I pack mine in a eco-friendly, it's biodegradable shrink wrap. I love having my soap protected. And see, there's a little bit of drag from the botanicals. I don't know if you can see the grooves there. No big deal. And a lot of times when the soap is just freshly cut, you can just kind of massage it over. But that's the joy of and the beauty of handcrafted soap. You have those little things that maybe a big box company would throw out, but with a handmade soap, it gives it character. That's someone's hands have been directly making the product. Yeah. So the other thing I've learned too is not to compare myself, my business, to other soap makers. Really be honed in on why I'm doing what I'm doing and focus in on my goals and staying true to who I am and not doing something someone else is doing. So I think I'm not going to use this to cut because that's like really small samples. So that wouldn't be too bad. They're like inch samples. Those would be cute in when I ship out. Yeah. See? Those would be cute. Put it in a little baggie with the little product label on it. I love it. I just need another one too. So yeah, I am gonna put these on. Now next I have to make my oats and honey soap. I use turmeric and cocoa powder, and I'm gonna do a slab mold, but I have to wash all my dishes and the slab molds, and then I'll be taking y'all along for that. If there's any questions y'all have, I always leave what I use down below in the description where I get stuff at a discount and just to help you guys along. But yeah, I love questions. I love teaching. I've been having fun sharing the shorts of life here on the farm, but I also love doing these videos to help in just what your endeavors, what you'd like to do, whatever side hustle that you're looking into, and hopefully encourage. That's what I hope. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Be blessed and bye.